You know, generations grew up watching Sid and Marty Krofft shows on Saturday mornings, and now the first ever Krofft Kon is about to take place, celebrating their 50th anniversary in Orinda up in the Bay Area. And joining us now is Wesley Eure, who, of course, starred in one of their shows, Land of the Lost, playing Will Marshall. And really, you still look like Will on the show, and we're so glad that you're here with us.
The only thing that hasn't wrinkled are my teeth. I think that's about it.
Well, we're so glad that you're here.
Thank
a
you,
lot
Amy.
of folks grew up watching the show. Oops. And this Krofft Kon, tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening. I mean, it's the first ever.
First ever. It's going to be in Orinda, California, which is about 15 minutes from Oakland. And it's Derek Zimrick. It's his theater. It's an old historic theater. And it's about time the Kroffts had their own con. I mean, we do the conventions like Comic-Cons and stuff all over the country, but there's never been a Krofft Kon. So this is exciting. In fact, I brought a skull of a Sleestak. Do you guys remember this out there?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, when Marty Krofft said that when the Sleestak were introduced on Land of the Lost, the ratings became, I think, NBC's #1 show.
Wow, wow.
Kids were scared out of their pajamas.
It was scary back then, yes, because you didn't have a lot of scary things on Saturday mornings. And I mean, the Kroffts did a lot of shows. I mean, from HR Puff and stuff, and of course, I dropped my notes on the ground here.
Lidsville.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they had incredible, but they were the most prolific guys. But Land of the Lost was their most successful show. It ran for 3 years.
Yes, and you just let me in on a little secret that you sang.
I did. Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition met the greatest earthquake ever known. High on the rapids, it struck their tiny raft. Plunged them down 1,000 feet below to the land of the lost, lost. And then Grumpy the dinosaur goes, roar.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I'm sure that hearing this song took so many people back to the Saturday morning, watching the show, eating their cereal. And if they go to Krofft Kon, they will get to meet a lot of the stars that were in these shows.
Yeah, the kids from the Brady Bunch. They did the Brady Bunch Hour, also the Donnie Marie show. I mean, it's crazy. Butch Patrick, who did Lidsville, and of course he was in the Munsters. Johnny Whitaker was the star of Sigmund the Sea Monster. Kathy Coleman and myself from Land of the Lost, Will and Holly, and we're all going to be going. And it's so exciting. People are flying in from all over the world. And it's going to be a small convention. It's not like a giant convention. It's at this old historic theater, and Sid and Marty will be there. It's just exciting.
And Marty just reached a deal with an NFT, I understand.
NFT with. And the first ones coming out are for Land of the Lost, so we're honored that it's going to be Land of the Lost.
Very cool.
Which was their longest running show. And I like, I created Dragon Tales. This is why I've got Zach and Wheezy, a character I created. But I like to remind Marty that his show, Land of the Lost, ran for 3 years. Mine ran for 9 years, Marty. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for coming. We certainly appreciate it. And you can find out so much more about Krofft Kon on our website, all about the tickets, everything you need to know. Just go to kcal9.com and click Seen on TV.